Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Khabri, and with me, Aradi and Rishi. Like always, there's so much to discuss today. Actually, there's like a bunch of things, but I think today there's nothing bigger to discuss than Virat Kohli's Ranji Trophy return. It's he hasn't played a Ranji Trophy game since 2012 November. It's been over 10 years, but there is so much hype around his return when he'll play for Delhi against Railways tomorrow. And it's the hype created around it is massive, dude. Like I have never seen anything like it. Everywhere you see reels on, you can come and watch. They have, I think, 10,000 is the max capacity for this game, um, this Ranji game, and then there's also a lot of clips about Kohli in training. Uh, I've seen interviews of players who trained with him, and they're talking about him now. JioCinema has picked up the rights for this game. They'll be showing the game. Bro, what is this? Feels like there's an international India versus Australia tomorrow. It's the series decider. It's giving that right, but that's the pull that Virat has. And Rishi, are surprised at all?
I mean, not even close, bro. I mean, he has that level of status, right, in international and domestic cricket. Like, I don't think he pull like anyone else right now in the game pulls crowd and attention than him. Like, probably MS Dhoni comes close when it comes to IPL, but then again, I don't think it's anywhere close to what Virat Kohli like brings. And bro, there were all kinds of reports, even stuff like what he ate during practice, what he ate after practice, and all. That's the level of media attention that he was getting. And yeah, bro. I mean, he's playing after a long time also. Like ever since I think 2012, 2013, something like that. This is the first time he's featuring in the
2012, yeah.
domestic circuit. So naturally, this is going to pull crowd, right? But it's massive. It's nothing like we've ever seen. And I think it also comes down to the fact that these players haven't played domestic cricket in a while, because even back in the day, like a lot more of these international cricketers in their off seasons used to play domestic cricket. So that was the norm. But now that
Yeah.
these cricketers have gotten that superstar status, them coming back and playing, you could see even Rohit Sharma was having like not
Yeah.
exactly the same, not close, but like similar media attention, media hype also. So it's I think a bit of it has to do with the fact that these superstars haven't been playing domestic cricket for a while, and now that they've come back to it, I think that also plays a part.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. I think even the Rohit Sharma thing, like you said, I think there was enough media attention in the sense that, yeah, there were clips of him going through the dressing room. I've seen Instagram clips of him just fielding the ball. Bro, that's insane. Like, what? I don't even know what is going on, but we'll focus a little more on the cricket part of it. How important is it, bro? Adi, like, for you think like for Virat and like, of course Rohit hasn't scored runs. Um, I thought in the first innings against JNK it was very bad, like his dismissal. Uh, Very similar to what has happened against Australia. And for Virat, how important is it? Do you think like for his Test career to have a good performance tomorrow?
For me, I honestly don't think it matters that much. Just for the fact that you play a Ranji and then next they go back playing ODIs. So I think you lose a lot of momentum. I feel like first of all playing this Ranji, unfortunate timing, but it's very much like you're just filling the gap and then going into your ODI series, practicing for that, and then you're going to your Champions Trophy preparation. So it really doesn't make sense because you see, you play this Ranji, then you play ODIs, then you play whatever T20s, and then you go back to playing your IPLs, and then suddenly you have to come back to test. So I think timing is a bit not the best timing. Playing only one Ranji Trophy match again, I don't think it makes such a huge difference. I
Yeah.
think Kohli was injured, that's why I missed the first test match. But like, yeah, it's still that the timing is just very odd, and I think it doesn't matter that much in the sense of whatever happens, if he scores runs or doesn't score runs, I think the context should just be kept in that because you're not getting much out of it. You're not building any momentum in test matches. You're not playing like 4 5 continuous Ranji Trophy games to say, okay, like I've got my rhythm. I've understood how to like pace my innings. Let me go and translate this into the England series. It's not going to happen like for a fact. We know all the Indian test players are going to who are playing, Ranji for this one match. They're going and most of them will go and play the ODI series anyways, right? You don't have anyone like Pujara or like the Rahanes playing Ranji Trophy, and then they can take that towards the England series. I just think it's good in terms of like something different. I think that helps players sometimes when you're in a bad form. If you go play something different somewhere else different, I think it can help. The environment change. There's a change in level also. So I think that is more of a positive side. Like I can look at him trying to build confidence out of it. Maybe that is something I can see because you look at 2024 for Virat, he really didn't have consistent innings throughout the year. If you look at it, only in the IPL he had a great IPL, and after that, poor in the T20 World Cup, poor in the ODI series against Sri Lanka, not great against New Zealand, not great against Australia. So like he's had a you know number of series where he's not performed well. So I think if he can get something out of this test match, I think just build your confidence up. And then I think unfortunately, even if he builds his confidence up, it sets him up for the ODI format more than anything else. But yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, whatever the
Yeah.
timing is, you have to just take in the momentum and go forward.
But I think there's also one other part like that makes a big difference. Just I've been just seeing some videos of the other Delhi boys talking about Virat Kohli and his influence. I think it's important, like, and some of them mentioned that everybody's up a notch or two. Like they're trying to impress Kohli. They're trying to bring that much more energy into training, into practice. I think just from that perspective, where like the younger guys, it's so good for them to see somebody like a Virat or even Rohit play their state games, be there. It pushes probably them also to take that like 5-6% extra and perform. And I think it makes a difference even in that perspective. Like although it's very little, but I completely get it. Having that Virat Kohli in your dressing room or the Rohit Sharma and wanting to impress is a thing, and I hope like that part of it has served well. In this phase, Rishi, dude, moving to, of course, some of the cricket that has been happening. England 2-1, India are ahead. Um, it's been a very interesting T20 series. I don't think it hasn't been particularly high scoring. It's been challenging. It's been very, very, I think, very uncontrolled in some sense. But yeah, dude, like, what do you think? What have you made of the India England series so far?
I mean, I haven't been quite impressed with the way that England are approaching the this one. Like, there's a fine. Like, I saw a tweet also saying there's a fine line of difference between brave cricket and reckless cricket. Like, okay, you want to when you're say if your backs against the wall in India, if you have lost wickets in a quick succession, you have to adapt. You can't just be committed to a cause and just die on that hill. You have to, if you are professional cricketers, you have been part of the sport. You know that you are not going to get an ideal condition where you get to execute your plan through and through. There comes a time where you have to adapt. Like you lose 4 5 wickets, you need someone to stay, like dig in and try and build a partnership. You need to take the game till the end. You need to wait for those a couple of freebies. You need to earn those runs. Like there's no point in just going after it, like going with the same rhythm and losing wickets in a couple, like in a quick flurry. Like I feel England have been doing that a lot. Like they've been far too committed to the cause. They've It's almost like a reckless attitude from them. And even from an India perspective, it is like the top order has been slightly concerning. Like Sanju Samson has been getting out to Archer far too often. It's like he's having his number at this point. Same goes to Surya Kumar Yadav, like hasn't performed for a while. The T20 captain, you expect better from him. These are domestic series, so you tend to expect better from them. And also the I didn't quite understand the in like necessity for okay, three spinners, but the exclusion of Nitish Kumar Reddy, because I felt last game like we really needed someone like Nitish Kumar Reddy. Instead we had
He's
someone.
probably he's injured, Rishi. I think he's had a side strain or something like that. So
Oh, is it?
that's yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because again, I like you saw the Washington Sundar come in and struggle quite a bit. And
Yeah,
okay, if you want
I
to
don't
have him
understand Washington's role at all. I don't know what his
exactly like
job is.
you, if you want a spinner, we have ample amount of spinners. We have Akshar Patel, we have wrist spinners. When we need someone for T20, we have specialists wrist spinners as well. Like we don't particularly need a Washington Sundar in the shortest format. Like we have specialists who can do that role. Like I think we need to focus more on them. Like because like don't get me wrong, like we really need players like Washington Sundar in the bigger formats. In the tests, we are going to need him, especially considering the fact that Jaddu is probably in his last legs. Like we are going to need players like that. But I don't think this format is doing either of like the neither the format or Washington Sundar any form of justice.
Yeah, I've not understood his role. At least like especially I think in the second game I think both games he came ahead of Akshar Patel, which I don't
Yeah.
understand.
He's bowled only one over, by the way, both.
No, he's not going to bowl. We know he's not going to bowl. Like, what
He's
is
bowled
the
only
point?
one over
Yeah,
in each game,
we knew it. Like, you are
and
bowling.
he's
You have Bishnoi and Chakravarti. They will bowl 8 overs. I don't understand what Washington's role is at
bro.
all.
This is where the coach comes. I think this is literally a coaching issue because I'm sure it's just the coach who's like wanting him to be in the team because you see Washington Sundar, he didn't have a great IPL. I don't know when's the last time he's played a T20 like at a high level. I think last time he even played regular T20 was like when he was playing for RCB. Since then, I don't think he's played enough IPL also. And you have a lot of batsmen playing IPL right now who are performing well, and you're opting them out just for the sake of having an extra spinner. I don't think you even need that option of an extra spinner. And even if I'm putting the argument you want an extra spinner, you only use them one over in both the games. Like 2 overs he's balled, 1 over each in both games. So why is he even playing? Like you have guys like even if guys like Rinku Singh are not up to the level, like you still need to play these guys. At least they've done something in the IPL format to come ahead of like a player like Washington Sundar when you're not using him as a bowler, are you only using him as a batsman? He's coming ahead of Dhruv Jurel also in the batting order. Like, brother, like this is
No,
like
he's not
next.
even a third. He's a
Bro,
fourth spinner, effectively, right? Because you
bro,
have Akshar
He's
Patel
not.
anyway.
He's not even
the same
bowling.
number of overs as Abhishek Sharma also. Like Abhishek Sharma
Yeah,
came in
yeah,
and
that's what
bowled.
I'm saying. You don't need Washington Sundar, and he's not going to give you much with the bat. Bro, so far, whatever I've seen Washington, he struggled massively. I think
Hmm.
Washington Sundar, like
No, he's still playing BGT, bro. He's still
no,
playing BGT.
I hope he does well in his cricketing career, but I don't think Washington Sundar is an international level player in any
At
format.
least
Genuinely,
you can still make a case for tests, at least
even
domestic tests.
Rishi, I don't see. As it, what is he? Even in Test cricket, what do you think he is like? Is he a bowling all rounder? Is he a batting all rounder? What is he?
He is gonna be a bowling all rounder, especially now
If
that
he's a
Ashwin's
bowling,
retired.
Rishi, so think about it. You think his bowling is Test bowling quality?
He was our best
Not
bowler against New Zealand.
Nah, bro. Like, no, I mean that New Zealand series was one series, but I don't see Washington Sundar is not Test bowling quality yet, for me at least. Like, I
In
don't think
India, I
he's
think
got
he
that.
is the
What
best
are our
option right
options? At
now.
least
No, no, no,
domestic, we
no
have
chance.
left. We have Jaddu left. We have Aksar left, and we have Washington Sundar left. We need someone who can turn the ball the other way also.
No, I mean, I would love to see somebody like Tanush Kotian, dude. Like somebody who's played like at that. Like, give him a chance. Now, bro, you'll again never know until it happens. But Washington Sundar, I've seen him enough. I don't think he's Test quality level yet. Tanush Kotian, whatever little I've seen him, I see a lot more consistency. He's a traditional off spinner in the sense that he gets more revs on the ball. Washington Sundar is just going to slide it on, which I think in the long run is not going to get you like where you want in Test cricket. Leave Test cricket aside. Now T20 cricket, definitely not the candidate because he's just floating, bro. He's doing nothing, and I feel bad for him also because I feel like, bro, what he's just been thrown there. I think he is a better bowler than batter, and you're not getting to bowl. Like I don't know, bro. I don't even know. Um, but yeah, it's
Same.
a weird one. Um,
I,
yeah. Go for it.
no, I think I just don't agree with the fact that he's not a good test player. I think his best format is test and he should just remain there. I don't think he's a white ball player. I don't, since the days of RCB when I've seen him, I never felt like he can't bat in the T20 format. He just doesn't have the pace to bat in that. And even in the bowling, I think, as you said, he is very, if the pitch is not offering the spin, he's just going to ball at the same line and length and he's going to get smacked. I think he struggled with it last year also when, pitches weren't spinning. I think at least if you're playing washing washy in India, he's very useful in Indian conditions, and I think if you're playing him in Indian Test matches, he has to be a must. Like watching him against New Zealand, I think he was outright the best bowler. He was outperforming guys like Jadeja and Ashwin. Like I think Ashwin had a poor series, and the way
I
Washi
remember.
bowled that series, I think it showed that. I think that's the reason he was even chosen in the Australian Test and pushed ahead of guys like Ashwin. But I think that's his format. I just don't think
Mm.
he can play T20 at least. Like I just don't see him in that format.
For me, I mean, regardless of what they see it, if he's, for me at least, if he's playing T20 cricket, I think he should be bowling a lot more. Like, I don't think he's a batting all rounder. He's a proper bowling all rounder. Um, I would like to see him bowl a little more, but yeah, it is what it is again with this. England have been very interesting, bro, with their approach. Of course, they're going gun ho, and it hasn't worked, especially for some of the guys at the top of the order. I mean, Ben Duckett has done pretty decently. I thought Josh Butler has. Do you guys think Josh Butler has been the best player so far this series?
Yeah.
Despite
I
all of
mean,
the younger names that have, like all the new names that have been discussed, Phil Salt, Harry Brook, you've spoken about. Now Jamie Smith has come in, the keeper. You've also had uh, Jacob Bethel and all these guys. In all of them, still it is that Josh Butler.
The new vice captain, young batting sensation, legendary batsman Harry Brook, who's the face of England cricket, according to someone.
Bro, he's I test cricket, but anyways, um,
yeah. Test cricket.
test cricket, but I
You literally
bro,
said he's the most complete batsman for England right now. He's their best batsman overall over Joe Root. That was your words. Now it's
yeah,
suddenly Test
he's
cricket.
playing. Who's playing all formats of cricket for them
So
other
I
than
can see what form, like, what is the difference between
Harry
Joe
Brook?
Root and Harry Brooks? Both are not performing well in T20. Like, it's the
No,
same
I think
thing.
see, bro. I think to be fair, it's been a tough tour. Like it's not been one of those tours where like the pitches are there for you to come and just stand and deliver. It has been tricky. I
Duckett has
think,
been
bro, the
doing
way
a
Butler played in the first
better
innings,
job.
huh?
Dude,
Duckett has been
remember
doing a
what I
better
said?
job than like Harry Brooks in all
Bethel,
formats, to be
what?
not Bethel, Ben Duckett.
Ben Duckett, but he's now just now like he's coming into the white ball setup. Like to be fair,
Mm.
Harry Brook has been there for longer, but I think it's not been an easy tour in general. Butler has done extremely well. I think he shows like the class he has. I think the first game when he played, it showed like the class that he has on a tough wicket, what it takes for you to bat out of these situations. And I think none of the others, like including Harry Brook, are not you're just not used to it. All this the new generation coming through is probably a little more like they want to get ball to bat fast, like very quickly. But Butler kind of showed like how you can play off the back foot and just the way he went about his first T20, I think was brilliant. He's a class apart, bro, from the rest still. But I think Ibrook in time, hopefully, we'll see. I don't know, but
Ha, ha, ha,
yeah.
ha, ha, ha. I
No,
don't. That cat is
I still
sliding
think
in
Harry
that
Brook
I
is
don't know
the
in the
best.
end.
Harry Brook is the most promising young player right now.
Based on what, Rahul? He's not able to face basic spin bowling. Like, what do you mean he's the most
Bro,
promising player you've ever seen?
in T20s, I'm talking about all
Bro, it's
formats
not.
now.
He's played IPL before, Rahul. He played an entire season of IPL.
IPL, bro, IPL, I'm not
What
counting,
this
bro.
is
I'm not going to
any
count random
competition?
Big Bash games,
Rahul,
random
I mean,
IPL games, and all.
as much
Dude,
as
you're
we
wait.
like
Rahul, you're
Hmm.
saying you don't count IPL, but you're
Yeah.
telling you have a player like Harry Brooks, who's generational talent, one of the best
For
talents right
England,
now.
yeah. For England,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and he's not able to hack a simple tournament like IPL where you find mediocre batsmen from India also playing well. So you can't just say that I don't count IPL when that's a platform for
No,
you to
but
show your
I
talent.
see. My personal
also
opinion is
IPL
again
is
Harry
at
Brooks.
this
Harry
point
Brooks.
IPL is is the benchmark for T20 World cricket.
I
Like the
agree.
best of the
I
best
am
come
not
and play
saying
there.
IPL is a bad tournament. I'm saying for England internationally, even whatever, regardless of everything, I think Brooks' best format is Test cricket.
Only when
And
it's a flat track. I agree that that's it.
no, no, that's not true.
Bro,
Like
please, like he's
he's
not
got good
proven
numbers in
anything to
England
sit.
also.
Huh?
He's got good numbers in England also, no. So like it's not like it's just when it's flat.
Yeah, but outside England, where he's played, he's only played in Pakistan when he had a good,
Yeah,
tour.
so
That's it.
where else can he play? He has to play where he's
Yeah,
placed.
when he plays in places like India, Australia, is where you can actually judge him
All
and
good.
tell,
We'll
okay,
see.
is
Yeah,
this guy actually
we'll
made
see,
for
bro.
cricket or not?
We'll
He's
see when
had
it comes to it.
enough time to play IPL. He's come to India twice. He's not able to perform well. See, that's the thing. Like, I think everyone's good when you have flat pitches like we had last year in IPL. But when you have to play tricky situations, is where your actual skill shows as a
Even
batsman.
then,
Yeah.
even
And
then in batting paradises, he couldn't crack the 11. By the way,
Where?
what? What?
Where?
even in batting paradise pitches, he couldn't get a clean run for his team. Harry Brook.
Where?
That's true. Yesterday, huh?
No, no. In general, for IPL.
Bro,
Oh,
IPL,
he
what
got
IPL
dropped, bro.
IPL
In
bro from
IPL,
that
he
time?
got
Okay,
dropped.
fine, bro. Okay, regardless, we're going off topic. But yeah, fine. We'll see Harry Brook, what happens to him, like, as
But what do you
next
guys think
cricket.
about India's batting, bro? How you saw yesterday the batting order? Like, what do you think about that?
For me, bro, I think
How do you look at Dhruv Jurel coming number like 8 or something to bat? Like, do you think that makes
for me it doesn't
sense?
make sense. For me, Washington Sundar in the entire series has not made sense, bro. I think that is one thing they've got like so wrong. I don't know how he's like batting where he's batting above Akshar
Bro,
Patel. So
Dhruv Jurel came ahead of Shami. Like, that's how deep he had to bat. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't understand the point of playing Dhruv Jurel when you're playing him that deep.
Yeah,
When,
bro.
when
That
he's a batsman.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. And at the top, I think Abhishek Sharma has done well. Like I don't I overall just he'll throw his bat and he'll time it well, and that's what he's done.
What about
Mm.
your boy Sanju Samson? What happened? I told no against
He's
top teams.
getting out very
Oh,
to sort of the one that sort of
it,
like leaps off
bro,
the surface. It's hard. Like when
it
I
just shows that
understand, bro. I understand
he's
Sanju
not
Samson.
up to the level, bro. This is international cricket against a very
Okay, bro.
top
It's
bowling lineup like Archer. You can't just bat however you want to. Again, it's
fair
same, bro.
enough.
Any top team, I don't see him playing. Like you guys say, he needs the chances. But he's had 3 games against
He scored
England.
100 against South
Struggling
Africa,
England
bro.
side,
How is that?
struggling
How is that not
England side.
Back-to-back hundreds against South Africa in South Africa, by the
South
way.
Africa didn't have any of their main bowlers, brother. They didn't have any of their
They
main
played
bowlers.
everyone.
Who he
Who would they
played?
not play?
Brother, Tilak Verma was scoring centuries for fun. Please don't tell me South Africa had a serious team and they were
I
playing.
think
So
Tilak Verma is a good player, by
He's
the
a
way.
brilliant batter, by the way.
I don't think so, but that's
I
another
think Tilak
topic for
Verma is
another
pretty good.
day.
I think Tilak Verma is the one guy who I can say I want him like in the long haul in this T20 team.
Really,
Like
that's
yeah,
crazy.
I like Tilak Verma. I think he's again like a little steady and he's got everything.
He
I
can go
don't
through the
see
depth
any
also.
potential weakness, huh?
Bro, these guys can play well against lower opposition, bro, but they're not made for the top level cricket. When it comes to like the big teams, it's a different story. And I
No,
don't
but like the
think
way he handled even the second game, I think was very good because the other end he was losing wickets constantly.
second game was what? Didn't we win it either these? Second or
We
third
you
game?
know Adi we had to score
Oh,
I think
wait,
late
wait,
and
wait.
over
That
and
was the first game.
we
Yeah,
were
yeah,
down
yeah.
8 and he still he it was him. It was literally him and he kind of got the job done in a very mature manner, like I thought. And yeah, dude, like he's been quite impressive even this series alone. You said you spoke about the 100 against South Africa also.
Bro, the
And
ball, to be fair, that ball from Adil Rashid, you couldn't do
oh
anything. That
yeah,
was a
this was
damper
it
of
was
a
the ball of the
ball.
series, bro. 100%.
Yeah,
Like the you there was no playing that.
like even in the slow motion, you can see it didn't have enough revs to turn that much. Like it was supposed to just slide. Like the way it just turned back, you pretty much couldn't help.
Yeah, that was a classic leggies wicket. Like I think that
Bro,
is too good.
just
Yeah.
for context, South Africa's bowling lineup against India
Mm.
was
Mhm.
Aiden Markram, Marco Janssen, Keshav Maharaj, Gerald Kodze. They had Nakaba Peter, Patrick Kruger, and Andil Simlena. I hope I got his name right. This was the bowling lineup he played against South Africa. Are you guys coming and telling me this is the high standards
So
you guys
yeah,
have with Sanju
Keshav
Samson?
No, but
Maharaj,
Marco Janssen is a
Maharaj,
first team bowler.
Jansen,
Gerard
and
Coetzee
Kothia
also.
are all their frontline pacers and white balls.
Yeah.
Please, bro. Eh, I don't think they're that great high level bowlers to say, okay, these guys are good bowlers. I think Jansen's a poor bowler overall. He's not performed well in the white ball cricket. Same with Gerard Coetzee. He's not played well in the IPL. He's not performed well in the white ball cricket. They're not high quality standard players. They're not players who top ballers to sit and say, okay, scoring a century against this team is incredible. And like, yeah, I feel like this is level against opposition when they don't have the main team or against the lower tier teams. Yeah, sure. I can see Sanju Samson doing something, but against top teams, again it proves like he just can't hack this level of cricket, brother. I'm sorry.
Man, I
I'll
Sanju is
never
still
stop
quality for
believing
me.
in
I
my
don't think
Sanju Samson.
I will still
He's the
always
one
leave
hill
that
I'm
man.
willing to die on, man. Sanju, my Sanju.
Brother, this
Yeah.
guy has had done nothing in his life to even say that, like let's push him to be the next opener for India and has to bat every game. If this was Virat Kohli or something, you guys would have been like, how is he opening? Please kick him out, kick him out. This is literally the same
Bro,
thing.
nah. Sanju Samson deserving, 100%
Bro, even
deserving.
to be fair, even the shots he was playing, at least in the second T20, was really good. Like he was hitting it purely off the length. That too
Bro,
for
how much did he even score? He scored five out of 5 of 7 balls. That was how much he scored.
oh, was it the second innings or the third innings? And the one where he hit like 20,
Yesterday,
25 runs in that.
yesterday he didn't
No,
do
no, no.
anything.
The second T20,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
scored
Second,
5 runs.
second, or was it, which one was it? The one where in the first.
First one was he
Oh,
scored like what? Like barely any runs. He scored what,
there was
26 or 20 balls. You're playing
correct.
power play
Even
and
then,
scoring 26 20 balls. That's terrible, brother. You
Bradley was
wasted
chasing
20, you
130.
wasted 20
What?
balls to
26
score
or 20?
26
You're
runs in
chasing
a power
130. What do you
play.
want him to score? 26 or 5?
Ah, damn, bro, damn.
What will he do? He's not sounding like they're chasing some 220 there.
Bro, 130, you could have batted the entire innings. This was a chance to show what you can do. Just, just what, 130 runs, bro? It's barely anything. This is a time where you could
130.
pace your innings and play the entire innings.
And-
No, I
But
think the
I
start he
still
gave
don't
was
see who they will potentially go to if not Sanju Samson, say, for instance.
Brother, we have Jaiswal, we have Gill. Why are you even thinking about guys like Sanju Samson?
Gill, and
Please.
I don't know if he's
please.
going to play
Are you
T20.
guys telling me Gill and Jaiswal, who won orange caps in the IPL, versus Sanju Samson, who's been here for 12 years and done nothing in IPL? Are you telling me Sanju Samson
Jaiswal.
deserves a higher chance
Sanju
in playing
Samson has
T20 over
always had good
Jaiswal?
IPLs.
No,
What?
no, maybe not Jaiswal. Maybe not Jaiswal, but Gill definitely.
Bro, what are you talking about, Gill? Gill has still
In
outperformed Sanju Samson. He's won the IPL before him. He's literally won an orange cap before Sanju Samson. What is the this thing like? You had
The
played 10
orange
years
cap is
in.
very, very like flawed. Like you can score
How
runs
is it
and win the
for?
orange cap, but you might not have that
That
impact
is
that
what
Sanju
a better
Samson has had for
batsman means.
Rajasthan Royals.
Are you saying winning an orange cap doesn't matter for a batsman when you're
I'm
comparing
not
two
saying it
batsmen?
doesn't matter, but it doesn't show the impact that you've had in that
it can
series, in that
mask
tournament.
certain
Now,
deficiencies.
are you telling me winning the orange cap
Hmm.
doesn't show the impact you've had in your team by scoring runs? Are you actually telling me this?
I'm
Wait,
not saying it doesn't
are you
show.
saying
I'm
score?
not saying it doesn't have an impact. I'm saying it doesn't show the level of impact that you've had. If you're
What?
striking at 120 and you're winning the orange
I
cap, it
remember
doesn't. It's
That is
not the
not what Gill
same.
did. Gill was striking
I
160 when
remember
he won the orange
Warner.
cap.
There was a season where Warner at Delhi Capitals missed out on the orange cap by like 5 or 6 runs, but
Why
he
are we
was
talking about
striking at
Warner, Rishi?
no no.
Why are we talking
I'm
about
let me
He's
Warner?
complete.
talking about the
Let me
orange cap.
complete. Yeah, I'm talking about the orange cap where
But Gill didn't do
he was
this. Gill was
striking.
scoring high
Hey, let
runs.
me complete. Let me
No,
complete
it
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
make sense when he won the IPL, bro. Like, it doesn't make
Can I
sense.
What
complete what I
Adi?
was
What?
saying? So what
What?
I was saying is, if like he missed out on the orange cap by 5 or 6 runs, but he struck significantly low by like almost 50 or 40 like points, like where he was striking at say I think 110, 120, and the one who won the orange cap was like going at 160, 170. So you can
Oh,
still get runs, of course. Like you can get runs. You can like even for someone like Gill, you can strike at like say 120, and in a slow track, track where you can slow down and play like Ahmedabad, you can play the long innings and score runs like that still
can I tell
doesn't
you what Gill did, by the way? He scored 827 runs. That's the second highest runs scored in a tournament of IPL. He
Yeah, that's
striked
the
at
only
160.
good season.
He
That's the
striked
only
at
500 plus
160.
run season he's had. That's the only 500 run season he's had.
But he's tried at 160. That's my point. You
No, but
can't say he's
that's the only season he scored with more than 500 runs.
Rahul.
Yeah.
He's only played 3 seasons consistently in IPL till now.
What? How would you? He's been playing since 2018. 2019, he
He's
Yeah.
played
not played.
14 matches.
Are you saying he's never played a full
2019,
season of
Adi,
IPL?
2019, he played 14 matches. 2019, 20, 21,
And how
22,
old was
23,
he when
24.
he was 20?
6 years.
In 2019, how old was
Huh.
he?
How does that matter? He's played
Oh,
the
are
tournament,
you
no. He's played
Rahul
the
20?
tournament, no.
Bro, are you guys saying 20? You can't see a growth of player from 2019 to 2024. You're not taking the context that he was only a 19-year-old kid at 2019 and now
Okay,
he's
so but
24.
when we count Sanju Samson's stats, even when he was 19-year-old, nobody said he's 19-year-old, leave him, leave the first year out, second year out. Do we ever say
No,
that?
I'm
He's
not
also
telling.
19-year-old.
I'm not telling leave it out. I'm saying you have to look at the context. You guys can't say Gill hasn't done anything T20. He's performed higher level in
I'm
T20
not saying
than
he's not done
Sanju.
anything in T20 cricket, but I'm saying that the impact that Sanju Samson has in T20 cricket is more than Shubman Gill.
What impact? He's not even able to win an IPL, bro. He's had 10 years to win an
You
IPL.
can't win the IPL alone. Like, what are you
Bro, Gill
saying?
helped his team win an IPL, right?
Yeah, so you still can't win an IPL alone. You need the rest of the team to do
I
well
agree,
to
but
win.
my point is his impact. Gill has been impactful to make his team win an IPL. That's the same thing.
Bro,
I can't talk about Sanju
that's what I'm
Samson.
saying. If you need
So
to
Virat
have the
Kohli
rest of the
hasn't
team do
had
well.
any impact. So Virat Kohli has had close to no impact, is what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah, because he's not
No,
won the
how?
IPL. He's never
No,
won
that's
the
not what
IPL.
I'm
He's
saying.
not his captaincy has not gotten them anywhere
No,
close
but
to winning an
Virat's
IPL.
actually taken. But you realize Virat's at least gone to finals and etc. But Sanju Samson has not even done the simple
They
minimum
have
of
also
playing a
gone to the
final.
final. They played the final
When
two
was
Rajasthan
years
have
that?
back.
also got to the final.
Yeah,
When?
2 years back they played the final.
No,
They
that
beat
was
RCB
CSK
in the.
versus Gujarat.
No, they beat RCB in the. And
Bro,
then they
did
lost
you
to
not
Gujarat.
watch Jadeja win the IPL? Like, what game are you guys watching? We went for 3 days.
I'm
What?
bro. The year that RCB got lost to Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, and that year only it was CSK versus Gujarat who played the IPL final. Don't you guys remember?
Gujarat beat
Gujarat played
Rajasthan
Rajasthan. Bro.
2022
How do you not remember?
in the
That
Narendra
was
Modi Stadium.
2022. Oh wait,
Yeah,
wasn't
so
that? Oh wait, wasn't that the one where Gill versus Sanju Samson? Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
Ah,
the point is,
oh
bro,
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
matter
yeah,
to win IPLs.
Was
yeah,
that not
yeah.
Hardik Pandya who captained Gujarat
Ooh,
Titans?
okay, okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Gill, by the way, scored 45 runs that game.
How the,
Sanju
the
Samson
point is not
14.
that.
Sanju Samson
The
14
point
of
is
11 in the
simple.
final.
Bro, the
Sanju
point
Samson
is
14 of 11 in the
you're going
final.
to one game,
PM
particular
final.
game, nobody will care. Like,
It's a
bro,
final, Rahul.
overall the
You
impact that
guys.
Sanju
One
Samson has
second.
had as a
Wait.
T20 player
Let me get one thing
is
straight.
far more than
When Virat
Wait.
Kohli, so when Virat Kohli doesn't win the IPL, he fails to win the IPL. He has aura
yeah.
points. He makes impact.
Bro,
But when Sanju Samson
you,
does the same thing, apparently he's not in. He's very
Yeah.
ineffective. Okay.
Rishi,
Exactly.
who are we comparing Virat to? Tell me that.
Why? So compare him to Shubman Gill only, like he's got no
What?
he's never
But
won a
Virat's
final,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
has not no impact, no
Compare him with
impact
I'm
in the
not only
IPL.
talking about, I'm not saying Virat has never won a final, right? I'm saying, first of all,
No, but
the
you're saying
conversation,
Sanju has never won a
wait,
I
wait,
final.
wait,
feel
wait,
he
He
wait.
has
hasn't.
no impact.
Conversation
I
comes
feel he
between
has.
Sanju Samson versus Gill.
Okay.
Sanju Samson and Gill have played a final against each other. Sanju Samson scored 14 out of 11 balls.
How does that matter? How does
Bro,
that
what
matter?
are
What
you
do you mean
telling a
Sanju Samson
batsman?
has played a final against Gill?
So,
Okay,
so
bro,
Virat
Virat Kohli has
Kohli
played a
hasn't
final
even made it
against
to the final. So what are you saying?
Virat
He's
Kohli
not
has
even in
played a
the
final against
conversation.
MS Dhoni, bro. Or Suresh Raina. So Suresh Raina is better.
He was playing for India, Rahul. When Raina was playing, Virat was playing what? We are comparing two batsmen at this position. Do you
No,
realize
I'm
that?
talking
Kyron
about
Pollard has
2011.
scored
What?
60s. Kyron Pollard has scored 60s in IPL finals in a
Ra-
team that had Francois Duplessis and MS Dhoni. So is he a better batsman than these two? I don't think so.
Yeah,
You
but
Bro,
can't
like
but
what one with the
you can't
like
say
one
bro,
with the
are you
Does
guys?
not
Are you
does
guys?
Bisla not have an IPL 100 in the final?
Bro,
Bisla
wait,
has a 100 IPL
but
100 in the
right
final
now,
now.
do you guys realize?
One second. Bisla
Yeah,
has
tell
an
me, tell
IPL
me.
100 in the final for
Okay,
KKR. Okay.
cool. Okay,
So
okay,
is he and they won I think that year. No, the one that
all
Piyush
right,
Chawla.
okay.
So he deserves to play for India. Correct.
No,
and
that's not what I said.
Why?
That's not what I
Why he
said.
won the orange
Wait,
cap
wait, wait,
also?
wait, wait.
He's won the
Let
orange
me
cap
and
also.
let me tell.
Virat Kohli hasn't had 100 in an IPL final. So does that mean Bisla is supposed to be better than Virat Kohli?
Bro, do you guys realize we're right now factually comparing Samson versus Gill. You guys are deflecting everything But at the end of the day, you're not talking
We're
about
taking
Samson versus
I
Gill.
am
You're not
literally
talking
telling
about
you,
no, we
that.
are
bro.
talking
You
about
guys
we're
are
talking about player
Samson
A,
has
B, C. So the same filters you use to
so wait,
compare
wait, wait,
player A and
wait,
player
wait, wait.
B can't be
Okay,
used for
okay. So
player B
wait.
and player C.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. My
How is it
point
fair?
is, how do we compare Samson versus Gill?
I will tell you.
You give me
Firstly,
you give me
strike
metrics.
rate,
We'll
strike
compare
rate.
that.
Both are opening. One, first of all, Gill is opening the batting. Samson plays at number three. Okay, tech. You should
Samson's
have
also
a
opened in
high.
his life.
1 second, buddy. You should have a higher strike rate if you are opening the batting. Simple. Okay, Gill has always
Okay.
opened the batting in T20 cricket. Samson has played at four. He's played at three, and he's opened the batting, but mostly at three. Um, and now if you look at their strike rate, Samson has consistently struck more than Gill year on year. Last
Hmm.
year had a higher strike rate. The year before, he's
Hmm.
had a higher strike rate. The year before
Hmm.
that, he's had a higher strike rate, and so forth, so on and so forth. Gill has had a good strike rate only in the last 2 years because of the impact sub rule, which I think has caused to his.
Oh, now is impact rule.
Yeah, no,
So
because he's
that's
dude. If you
interesting.
okay, 1 second. If he's got before the last 2 years, which is before 2020, before the impact sub rule was introduced, Gill strike rates, okay, year on year, 132, 118, 117, 124, and 146, which was in 2018. Okay,
Bro,
now
Rahul,
you're
Rahul,
telling me,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
one sec,
No,
one
no, no,
second,
wait,
brother. Let me
wait,
finish.
wait, wait, wait,
Let
wait,
me
wait, wait.
finish. So
Bro,
you're
Rahul, wait,
telling
wait,
me,
wait, wait,
yeah,
wait, 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 wait.
what?
You realize first 3 seasons he was playing number six for KKR. Do you even know that? He was never opening
First
for KKR.
three seasons.
Yeah, he was playing number six
First
for
three
KKR.
seasons.
Go back and check.
Okay. First season he's playing for number six at number six for KKR.
Bro, he played number seven in his first season.
Back of the innings,
Bro,
you
come on,
can't
man.
score runs. You're batting at 120 back of the innings at number
Bro,
six.
that's just so unfair, bro. Are you telling me right now Samson's a better white ball player than Gill?
Statistics are
You
unfair to
can't,
use.
In
bro.
T20 cricket, yes. Yeah,
How?
100%.
How
Because
he's
he has
barely
more impact. He has way more impact than Shubman Gill. He
bro.
strikes the ball
Gill?
better. He
Okay,
strikes more. He has a consistent like run scoring figures in the IPL. He consistently scores at a good pace. That's all I
okay.
need for
I,
T20
I,
cricket. I am not looking for who is going to score the maximum runs. I'm looking for who is going to give me impactful runs quickly.
Yeah, T20.
bro,
If
wait.
someone can come
Okay,
in and
wait,
give
wait,
like
wait, wait, guys.
50
Can I tell you
50
one
balls,
thing?
40 and
Can I
20
tell you
balls,
one
more
thing?
than enough.
Hmm.
Gill's average in T20 IPL overall is 37. Can you please tell me what Samson's average is in IPL?
30, but what is the point?
Bro, average, bro. It's
Huh.
30 versus 37. He's
Yeah,
had a better
so
average in a shorter career. He scored more centuries in a shorter career, playing lesser matches than Samson. He scored 20
no,
half
that is
centuries.
Yeah,
I'm literally giving you
Adi,
I
that
literally
math
said
works
the
against
runs
you.
don't matter
It is easier to have a higher average with lesser matches.
with lesser matches
Now,
exactly.
Rishi, he scored 4 centuries versus Samson's 3 centuries. He scored 20 centuries in 60 matches lesser, while Samson's only scored 25
Bro,
centuries. So half
in
centuries. So he has
T20
five
cricket,
half
as
centuries
sad
more
as
in
it
60.
is, if you average 30 or 37, but if you're giving me 30 runs in 20 balls and you're giving me 30 runs in 25 balls, I will take 30 runs in 20 balls any day.
Bro,
From an
It
Samson's
doesn't
opener,
average.
matter.
from an
The
opener.
Samsung strike rate is 138. Gill's strike rate is 135. You
Bro,
guys
that
are
is his
not making
career strike
sense.
rate. That is because in the beginning, bro, I'm giving you his career strike rate in the last 3 years. Everything is above one. Last 2 years above 150. Year
So
before that 148.
why are you suddenly taking context only last 3 years now suddenly?
I'm not. I'm giving you year on year. Listen to it. Okay, he's not even 2020 158, bro. You're telling me this guy who is striking the ball much better than Shubman Gill should not play T20 cricket over him? That makes no sense. Because if you,
Bro, but
at the end of the day, you want quick runs in T20 cricket and he's giving you that.
138 strike rate, Rahul. Yes, 138 strike rate. That's
So
barely
that's an
anything.
overall career strike rate. He started playing
I'm,
T20 cricket in 2013.
yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
that time we didn't
Now
have
you
two
guys, you,
runs scored
huh?
every other day. It was a different era. You're
Skill
talking.
issue, bro. That's a skill issue.
It's not a skill issue, brother.
Why
Virat
not?
Kohli's strike rate also will be that only. If you go back,
What?
yeah. What?
Virat Kohli has been consistently performing over 15 years in IPL. It's a two different topic to even speak about.
Bro, oh my god, I don't know how to say. In the last 5 years, not even 5, 6 years, since 2019, he's consistently found a 145 plus strike rate. That is very good. Every year, except for one. That is max consistency I can get from a T20 batter. I want him to
So,
score. quick
So
runs.
Gill has played 3 proper seasons as an opening batter. His strike rate is 132, 157, and 147. How is
Where
that?
was he at 2021? 2021, what was he doing?
Where was he at 2020? I think it was at Gujarat only, no, if
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
was in
wrong.
Gujarat only.
Okay, fine. But then you see
Yeah.
2022,
118.
2023, 2024, he's consistently performed in all
Okay.
3 seasons, Rahul.
2020, what? He was at KKR, he was opening the batting.
No, he never opened the batting that time. Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
are you
actually was.
serious? Adi,
Sorry,
what
sorry,
are you
sorry. In
saying? He was
2020,
with
he
the
did. But
captain. Yeah.
2020, yes. But the
Yeah.
previous 2 years, he didn't
But
play.
he stuck at 117.
Yeah, bro, Rahul, I get that, but again, you fail to ignore the fact that past 2 years he's performed well, past 3 years he's performed well. We're going back to 2020. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
If you want to take full,
he's
that's what I'm
had.
saying. If you want to go to 2020, you want to take the full career of Gill and take the full career of
I'm
Samson.
not
Why would
talking
you
about
take?
taking the full career. I'm saying over a period,
Bro,
he has
Rahul, you
not
realize
been.
Gill was coming into cricket at
Dude,
2020. Like you
you're
can't
going. This is
compare it again.
this is very, I can't help it, but I don't think there's a case between
Bro,
Sanju Samson
there's
and
literally
Gill.
you guys are not told one stat where Samson's better at, but you
I've
guys are
literally given
consistent.
you strike rates
Oh,
every
it's
year. He
like
consistently strikes
he's
more than
not
145.
scoring runs.
Your
He's
guy has strike rates of 117. What
where?
more do you want?
Bro, you're talking about something when he was literally a 20-year-old kid playing IPL and he was captaining a franchise. You can't compare the same
He
thing as
wasn't,
playing him right
bro.
now.
So
If
Sanju
he's good
Samson
What,
has
enough to
bro?
also
captain a
What do
been
you
franchise, that means they
captaining.
see that he's a good
Sanju
enough
That
batsman.
Samson
doesn't
has
You
bro, just
can't
also
because
say
you're
been
a
what you
captain, it
captaining the
want.
doesn't mean you're good
franchise for
enough
a
to
while now.
captain. Huh?
Sanju Samson has also been captaining RR for a very long time now.
Bro, Rishi, there's a difference between captaining a franchise at 19-year-old, 20-year-old, when you're literally even trying to start your career in cricket versus Samson when he's established, played enough for cricket and, playing cricket. It's two
If
different
you
things.
if you feel if you feel there are no added context to any of it,
You
like
have to
Shubman
add
Gill.
context to everything in
Yeah,
sports.
no, I was gonna say it. So Shubman Gill has been for long portrayed as the next big thing for India. Sanju
Bro,
Samson never had
just cause some, bro, I'm
any sort
sorry,
of
just that,
media backing, any sort of clout that
yeah, that is
someone like.
because
I'm not saying it's all talk. I'm not saying Shubman Gill is all talk,
it is
but the
not
kind
Gill
of
who's coming
media
and saying
support.
I'm a better talent, my friend.
True,
It's not Gill
he
who's coming
personally is
and
not. Yeah, it's not. I'm not blaming any of them. I'm
so
not giving credit to any of
why
them.
are we taking
Those
jargons of the media? That is not
It is not.
context.
It is
That's
not.
literally
It
not
is not.
context.
The fact,
So why are
no.
we bringing up that?
Sometimes when you are 20, when you are 21, the teams tend to give into the media hype. You tend to pay a year to it, and that might make a difference. You can't just say, okay, you know what? That just because this player has hype, like why did players like your Harshit Ranas and like certain other players make their way quickly into the Indian squad? It is not just because Gautam Gambhir was there. It is because you when you play for the big franchises, when you make those quick bucks, those quick names. What is Mayank Yadav? He had half a good season for LSG, and he went on to feature for the Indian team. Whereas
That is that. Are
Rinku
you
Singh
guys
was
saying?
playing. No, let me complete. Rinku Singh was playing consistently well
But
for a
you
while
guys
now,
are
and he
not
was
taking.
overlooked.
You're
So
taking
when you have
context,
that
Rishi.
media hype,
You're not taking
when you have the
context.
media backing, when you have that already preconceived image in the eyes of people, it is much more easier for you to be placed in a pedestal than for others who have to work extra hard. So
That
I'm not
is
saying Shubman
literally
Gill doesn't deserve to be the captain. I'm saying when you have that kind of clout, when you have that kind of backing, that support, it is a lot more easier, and it is a lot the road is shorter for them to be placed in the pedestal than for someone like
that is.
uh,
I don't agree
Sanju
one bit.
Samson, who
No,
comes
that
from a
doesn't make
state
sense.
that
No,
hasn't been the traditional pathway for cricketers, by the way.
bro,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
sorry, but that's not true. That's literally not true. You can't say the fact that one player gets hyped more than another player, it's easier for him. At the end of the day, why does another player no, why does the other player gets hyped over another player? It's just because he's a better talent. Bro,
No,
for example,
one,
Marin.
you could
No, no, no,
just be playing from a
wait.
cricket playing nation. You just could be
Bro,
from, I mean,
bro, wait.
sorry, not a cricket playing nation, a consistent big state which has been known to produce cricketers.
Are
You
you
could
telling
be in good
Are you
you
telling
could be in good
Siraj? Are you telling
connections with
Siraj?
ex players.
Bro, at
Like
the end of the day,
Shubman
if
Gill
you're
has been
playing,
working with and has had good connections with Yuvraj Singh for a very long time now. Has been training
bro,
under
but
Yuvraj Singh for a very long time now. I'm not saying these
so
are deciding factors, but they all
how is
play in
that
it.
related? But point is, if you're a better talent, you get better hype, Rishi. It's as simple as that. You're saying
Not always.
it's a
Not
easier.
always.
What do you mean? Tell me, bro. You're saying it was an easier rope for Virat Kohli to become a better superstar than another player. It's just because he was a better talent. If, tell me throughout history,
No,
the
no,
better
but
talent
Harsh,
always
you
gets
can't
better
deny the
hype.
fact that
He's good.
you can't deny the fact that people who come from Mumbai, Delhi, these more traditional cricketing areas will have a better chance because they get better like access. They play in better
Bro,
teams. They
but
get access to better coaches. That is a given that you can't help. That you can't
bro,
change.
but that's first of all, that's not the case with Gill, anyways. Second of all, my point is, at the end of the day, if you're a better talent, you get the better hype. It's as simple as that. Tell me one place, and at least we both watch football and cricket. Tell me one area throughout history where the better talent, the better hyped kid has not got the better hype based on skills. They've always got, like, you go back 20 years ago, Lionel Messi was the best player. Why? Because of his skills, not because he was playing for Barcelona over another player who's playing for a lower level team. At the end of the day, you have the skills, you're going to get hype from the media. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Now, we can't sit and put that into context saying, it's so sad that, Sanju Samson never got hyped. Not my issue that he was never a prodigy when he was a young batsman. Like, I can't help it. He was not performing as to the level of Gill at his young age. Maybe it is also context of time. Maybe that time India never needed an opening batsman, number three, number four. Right now we need, and that time Gill came. Whatever it is, the context of each career is totally different. You can't sit and say Sanju Samson, who's played cricket for 12 years at the highest level,
So you're telling me at no point did players like Ishan Kishan get media hype, media backing,
where is
and
Ishan
even
Kishan right
positive
now?
press?
At the end of
No,
the day, if your
exactly.
skill,
That is my
that's my
point.
point.
That is my point. He was the under 19
Bro,
cricket captain. So he was
but
getting, if you
are
don't
you're
remember,
telling,
I vividly
bro,
remember,
bro,
he
bro,
was
bro, but
getting
you're
very
not,
much
you're
media.
demeritating his entire career's work, bro. He would have actually worked hard to get that. You're saying just because he
True,
got hyped, that's why he's the
true.
captain.
No,
That's why
you
he's
asked
here.
me,
That
you
doesn't make
asked
sense.
me, you asked me a case where a talent got more hype, but who also lived up to the expectation. I'm telling you,
Bro, he
this is
won
a
two
clear cut
IPLs, played
example.
well for Mumbai. You can't just say he
A
never
lot
lived
of
up to the
players,
hype.
a lot of players have won the IPL. That doesn't necessarily mean with the
Bro,
hype
are
that he
you
got
telling
with
Ishan
the
Kishan? Are
Ishan
you
Kishan
telling Ishan Kishan?
is not probably the top 20 Indian batsmen to play in the IPL. He's not even going to be
Bro,
top
but
30.
we're not talk. We don't. You don't have to be top 20 of all time. During the generation you're playing cricket, if you're the best, you will play for your nation. It's as simple
He
as that.
wasn't
You
remotely
don't have to be
best.
that.
He wasn't remotely best.
At a
He
point
was
of time,
good
he
for
was
one
playing good
season. He was
cricket.
good for one season.
Yeah,
If
at a
that is
point of
all
time, he
that
was
is
good.
enough to be good
Rishi,
enough,
but at a point
fair
of time, he
enough.
was good. At a point of time, he was good. He got a chance of India.
If all it takes is one
Let me
season,
come.
then fair enough.
Bro, wait. He played for Mumbai. He won the IPL. He had a decent run of games for some time. He had explosiveness. He played T20. He played a bit of Test cricket because we never had a keeper at that time. He played a bit of ODI. He didn't perform in all those things. He got rightfully dropped. So I don't understand what's the argument here of okay, Ishan Kishan. At the time he played well in IPL, he got a chance to play in India cricket. He failed in India cricket overall. He's not playing here anymore. Now, what is that context to the conversation of again hype versus this thing? At a point in time, he was a good talent. When he was young, he was actually a very good talent. He had good runs. He scored
That's
a
the
double
difference.
century for India.
He
So
can
I
be a
can't.
he can be a good talent with a lot of clout going on to have a
This
successful
I don't
career
understand this
and
cloud. Like it
cricketing
doesn't
career.
make sense, Rishi. At a point of time, he was good. Like maybe playing for Mumbai Indians, maybe you get more cloud. Like I don't understand the point. But at the end of the day, he played white ball cricket. He had a decent career, in my opinion. He couldn't capitalize on it. He's not playing right now. If he comes back, if he has a blistering season in IPL next year, he might come back. Who knows? That's the whole point of cricket, right? Like it's just at the right time, if you're playing well, you get a chance. Surya Kumar Yadav became a Indian. He started playing for India at 2021, 2022. He was 30 years old. Like at the end of the day, he's still ahead of Samson. When you look at that, like he started his career later. He had a late blooming in his career. At the end of the day, if you're good enough, you'll still get a chance to play. It's as simple as that. You can't just say, who hyped Surya Kumar
No,
Yadav when he was.
okay, but like,
Doesn't make
but
sense.
I still don't see where the whole thing is.
No, my whole
Samson
point is
is
Samson is.
ahead of Samson. I don't know how.
See, I'll tell you.
Okay, if you
I'll give you
guys don't want to
like
say hype, but
you
he
want
has a
you
good
want
shout to play. Like,
example of cloud. Like, do you guys remember who is the Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the 13-year-old guy, cricketer
Mhm.
playing for Bihar?
Yeah, yeah.
After 4 or 5 performances, he was getting media reports written on him saying that okay, he should move out from Bihar cricket because he has already outgrown Bihar cricket and he needs to be in a more in a bigger state, because that's where the natural cricket
What's
trajectory
what's
should be
wrong
for
in
him.
that, What's wrong in that? I don't understand.
If you feel if 5 games is enough for you to outgrow a state of cricket, if if you're writing
No, no,
articles like
no.
that, is that
If
not
someone's
already,
writing an
is that
article
not,
like that, what's wrong in their opinion? Like, are you saying people can't have their opinion about a player?
when you do that on a larger scale, that is what is called media support or the clout you get.
No,
When
that's
you
just an
have,
opinion. Someone's opinion piece about him. See, we know BR cricket at the end of the
that
day
is
don't have the
ultimately
infrastructure.
ultimately
See,
ultimately when 10 reporters write, and that gets printed in newspapers, that gets printed in cricketing articles, and people read it and their thoughts are changed. That is ultimately what media backing is. That is ultimately what PR
Rishi,
is.
which other 14-year-old kid is playing IPL? You tell me.
So I'm not denying or accepting
Exactly.
the fact
So you're
that
going to get the hype, whatever it is, if you're doing that. At the end of the day, his talent is what delivered him an IPL contract. His talent is what is why people are writing about his
true.
this
So
thing.
let it
Why
win
is
the
there no
trophy for a
wait? Tell
while
me
now.
why no one
Why
gives a
it hasn't been one season? Why is he already getting talks that okay, he has outgrown
no,
Bihar cricket and he
why
needs
is
to
he
go to a
playing
bigger
IPL right
state?
now? Tell me why is he playing IPL right now? Like that's my point. Like are we sitting and talking about cricket? Like there are cricket coaches who are bidding him 2 crores for like an IPL contract. So why is that happening? Can you answer me that also? Like obviously
Yes,
there is
because
some hype behind it. Like
I'm not
that
denying
is because of
Shubman
his
Gill does
talent.
not have
The
the
talent
skill.
is what created the hype, my friend. It's not just which other 13-year-old is getting an article written like that. Tell me one 13-year-old. No, it's because of his. This guy's ahead of his level. Maybe 13-year-old. He's playing under 19. He's playing. He has an IPL contract. Like obviously people are going to write an article about you. Like what can we do about it? It's just as normal as there's a norm of cricket or football. That's what sports is like. We can't talk about that. The whole point is talent is why they're talking about him. If he's not talented enough to get a contract, no one is going to sit and write an article about him anyways. Like what is the difference? It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like was it his talent or was it something else? Like media didn't create him. He created his own talent, right?
let's quickly move on. Okay, like from this, I think yeah, we've spoken about Samson. Probably his place. If there is someone else waiting, it's up for grabs. I think Yashasvi Jaiswal may be one of those who deserves an opportunity to open the white ball. To open the T20 innings for India, probably he will get his chance. I don't know if they're going to go left, right, and go two lefties at the top, or Abhishek Sharma gets dropped, but we'll see. Who you never know with that.
Jaiswal played the World Cup by the way, just
Yeah,
letting you know.
exactly. So he will play. It's not like he won't, but it's just going to be a matter of who he plays with, I guess. And because no more Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma. Oh yeah, he's not there.
No more.
Forgot.
It's going to be interesting. But yeah, the rest of the team seems. Yeah, it is what it is. I think it's the T20. Like Surya Kumar Yadav is the captain, Akshar Patel vice captain. You have the rest of the team will be there. I think it seems like Tilak Verma has done enough to keep his place.
Guys, just moving before we move forward, can I just one more stat, okay? Just for you guys. T20 internationals, Sanju Samson has played 36 innings as a batsman. He's had
Mm.
averages 36, 26, sorry,
Right.
26, okay?
Check the strike rates. He strikes at 150
26
plus.
versus
He
versus
strikes at
oh my
150
god,
plus,
bro.
and
Oh
Shubman Gill
my
strikes at
god.
139.
Oh my god, bro. This is a
Okay, Shubman
versus
Gill's average is
30.
30. Okay, four
Oh
more.
my
His
god. This is just
strike rate is 20,
bro.
20 points lesser.
Fine, fine. Okay, maybe Gill's not good enough, but you guys can't tell Samson deserves a chance to play when your average is 26 in T20. I'm really sorry, but that's not fair. Doesn't make sense.
No,
It just
I'm
doesn't
not
make
saying
any
his
sense.
international average is good enough. I don't think his international
You
cricket
guys
is
literally
good enough.
said he deserves a chance to be starting for India. Like it doesn't make sense.
If you're basing out of
Ahead of
IPL form, yeah.
Yashasvi, ahead of
Maybe
Yashasvi
not.
Jaiswal,
Maybe even if not Gill,
ahead of
26
Yashasvi
average.
Jaiswal, maybe not, but definitely ahead of Gill.
What? Bro, Rishi, he's not supposed to be playing international cricket when you're averaging 26 in 36 games, Rishi. 36 innings and your average is 26. Tell me another batsman who's having an average of 26 and playing for a top nation. That's a T20 player. Zero. You won't be able to find one. 26 is horrible. Tell me another batsman who's done that for played for India consistently, 36 innings. I'm shocked. Like I don't find anyone who can bat that. 26 is just like tell me one player. Like I don't think you guys will be even able to name one.
I don't think his international average is good enough, but yeah.
Bro, what else is good enough? Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
I
where you're
agree. I'm saying yeah, I'm saying okay, but I still think he's ahead of Gill. But yeah,
sorry, nothing shows he's ahead of Gill. Like
I
literally
know
nothing.
so many things. But anyways, let's move on from this quickly. Champions Trophy is coming closer. Um, it's again such a weird one to talk about the Champions Trophy now. But quickly, Rishi bro, like what are you feeling like ahead of the Champions Trophy? Are you confident like Mohammad Shami? You've gotten a good look at him now. Um, we've we still don't know about Jasprit Bumrah, but what's the general feeling for you?
So I think after the first ball itself, I texted on the group like Mohammad Shami at least right now doesn't look up for the horses. Like hopefully he can
Yeah,
get back his fitness and he can get like because he was bowling a couple of not like it looked like he was like not just a couple like 4 5 clicks off pace also like his seam position still on top of this game. But again, it was just looked like he was getting back into his fitness that like his strides weren't confident enough, weren't quick enough, and the same with the delivery also. Didn't the ball wasn't usually just the ones with Shami just rushes the batsman. Like you think you have a little bit more time, but they end up playing it always playing it late. That level of threat was not there. But I'm sure he's gonna play more games and get back his fitness. Not really concerned about that. But yeah, Jasprit Bumrah a big question mark. And what happens when or what happens if they both get get
yeah.
sidelined with injuries. I think
Yeah.
that is a bigger concern for me.
Scary. Who else have we gotten a look at? We've gotten a look at Washington Sundar in white ball cricket a little bit. He's in the Champions Trophy squad. Apart from him, we actually haven't gotten a look at anyone who's going to be in
Hmm.
the Champions Trophy squad. Very very weird one. And just quickly, we'll wrap it up. Adi bro, like Ranji performances have been questioned like mad. Um, what do you have to say, bro? Rohit Sharma
Okay,
is that
Rohit Sharma is
nail?
not playing the tomorrow's game. I don't think he's part of the squad.
No, I think he they
Obviously, bro.
yeah they would be.
But KL Rahul is playing, so hopefully we get to see from players like Virat Kohli, KL Rahul. What I mean,
Yeah,
some
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But what have you made of the performances, especially Rohit? Jaiswal also hasn't done well. But Jaiswal, I think we'll leave him aside.
But
Adi,
I think everyone needs to be taken in context.
no, but
Again,
at the end of the day, Jaiswal is bro. He's 21 or something. Like he's got
now you want to put age.
23.
When I was speaking about Gill, you were like, no, no, if you're good enough, play,
Bro,
play,
he's
play. What?
23. Rohit Sharma is 36. His career is ending. 37, 38. His career is almost over. This guy is 15 years younger. He's basically his son.
That's not my point. My
Yeah.
point was when I was trying to put in the context of age 5 minutes ago, you said it doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm saying he's 23 in the sense that, bro, he has a lot more cricket to play versus Rohit Sharma, who doesn't have. With Rohit
That's not
Sharma,
what I'm saying.
it's now or never. We have to decide is he going to play England or not. So it has to happen right now.
Yeah, but the point is, I'm taking in performance context. I'm talking about the performances. I still think he should have been. Overall, I don't know how the pitch was. Didn't really get. Nobody really got to watch the matches, so can't really say what the pitch was doing, etc. But at the level, if you're going in Ranji Trophy, you at least have to like have performances. At least see. I don't think it's fair enough for anyone to say, out of one match, judge anything. But the problem is, this is not the first test match. You've had like three series now to put in context and make a judgment. Anyways, and on top of that, the way Rohit Sharma at least got out, I think again it's not the best way to get out. You know, Similar ball he got out against Cummins in the Ashes also. I mean, sorry, BGT. Literally did the same. He got out the first innings, second innings also. What was an edge, right? No, it was a cover drive, if I'm not wrong, or something like that, and straight a catch. So like, yeah, overall, I don't know, bro. Like, see, I keep saying Test match is not about your technique only; it's also about your mental ability. You have to be able to leave the ball. You have to be able to play patient. If the ball's coming to you, sometimes you just need to take the hit. Maybe in Ranji Trophy, you don't go in the mentality because that's the thing. Like, that's why I told how serious are they taking Ranji Trophy? Is it just like a tour for them, just for the sake of showing everyone I'm playing Ranji Trophy? Go back. Everyone's going to forget it in 1 week when they're playing, England when they're playing Champions Trophy. So it's at the end of the day, it's as a batsman going and playing, it's up to you to take the responsibility, saying, "See, I'm going to play these next two matches. Let me just play the best of my ability. Then I go play my whatever, like my prepare for my Champions Trophy." Point is,
Mm.
every time you get a chance, you have to prove yourself, play in a manner that you're prepping yourself for a long term. I don't know if he's doing that. I don't think he's doing that. You look at previous performance, it's not there. It's not been up to the mark. In Test cricket overall, we know we know the mentality of him. It is not like he's a guy who wants to sit and face half a day of cricket. For him, it's like, give me 1 over, 2 overs, I'll start smacking runs. Like, if you want to play that mentality test cricket, see, I don't mind that, but you have to be able to perform in that way. Like, someone like Ben Duckett does that. Travis Head today did that against Sri Lanka. You want to do that, I'm actually okay with it, but you have to prove that by scoring 50, 60 runs within 30, 40 balls, if you really want to do that. And if you have when you're doing that, you have to have the trust that even if I get out early, my number 3, number 4, number 5 can take it forward. Like, if they want, they can slow it down. Like, if my number 3 is there to slow it down, let me play, with full acceleration. I don't think he's doing anything of that. And you have to take in context of Ranji when, see, I want to respect everyone who's playing Ranji. Like, it's still a great, level of cricket, but it is a lower level compared to international level. If you're struggling at international level, then you go to a lower level to play cricket. If you're struggling there also, then there needs to be conversations made. I've always said, I don't think, if you have such a long history of, a history of test cricket where you're not able to score runs, I don't think anything is going to change just for the fact that your mentality is not right to play test cricket. However good as a batsman you are, you see white ball, I don't think Rohit Sharma has any issues. T20 World Cup, he was highest run scorer. Sri Lanka versus India, highest run scorer. So I don't think it's a technique issue. It's more of a mentality issue. He just can't stand there for the entire day. And I think that's the biggest issue. I don't think that's ever going to change, in my opinion. And if that's never going to change, I don't think there is any point of taking you forward as a test player, right? Just conserve yourself, play your white ball cricket. If you really want to play World Cup, just retire, bro. Just play like the white ball cricket. You get enough rest, you can recover, play white ball cricket, and go to the next World Cup maybe.
Yeah, it's
So
it's it's
yeah,
it's hard,
that's
but
his
fair now. Like, just quickly, then we'll wrap it up with this one. Is she final nail in the coffin now for Rohit Sharma? Is this kind of telling you that this is it now?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it makes sense also. Like, okay, a white ball cricket white ball tournament that doesn't hold the same significance as it did in the past. Like, okay, like you win it, great, but you don't win it, okay, like fair enough. There's not going to be much. There is going to be scrutiny for some senior players, including himself, but it's not of the significance of a World Cup or like a World Test Championship final. Like, so it just makes sense. Like a whole cycle is complete. Like after the tournament, a fresh page, a fresh start. It just makes sense for all parties. That so hopefully he also realizes that his time is up and yeah, paves way for younger cricketers, younger options who are more than capable of filling in the seats, like filling in his spot, like Yashasvi Jaiswal or someone.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's. We'll just leave it at that. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Rohit Sharma. I think after his latest test performance, it'll be very interesting to see what Virat Kohli does against Railways. I'm sure there are lots of eyes will be on that, and if he doesn't perform, I'm sure there'll be a lot made of it. Um, So yeah, it's a few good few exciting days ahead. India England 2-1. England are keeping the series alive, so we have that to look forward to as well. And then of course the Champions Trophy after that. The WPL is starting as well, so if you're an RCB fan, you've got something to look forward to. Defending champions, of course.
even
Uh,
Mumbai fan, bro.
how
Even if you're a Mumbai fan, I said.
if you're a Mumbai fan, but
True,
they're not defending champions. We're defending
No,
champions.
but you still have something to look forward to. Only if you watch.
Yeah.
true,
Only
true.
if you respect it
I
enough.
wonder. I wonder who are these people who don't watch WPL, bro. Man, such
I
quality
wonder,
cricket.
Rishi.
But yeah, I think it's
Only if
yeah.
you had a mirror, Rishi.
True.
Good, exciting WPL
People
season
need to
also
hold it up.
coming up. So yeah, we'll finish with that. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to Sports Company. See you soon. Goodbye.